Hello, I'm back. I'm going to show you how to put hair on a doll today. This is the first time I've ever done it, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is a doll that I made, and it was just a real quick doll. I didn't have a pattern. It's just knowing certain stitches and what they do, and that I used to create this. And I got little hands, and I got little feet that I made little booties on. Now the doll's legs are kind of short. They're kind of deformed looking actually. She has a long torso and very short legs. And her feet look like this. That's how her feet look. And I didn't go off any pattern. I just built up stitches and just made certain stitches to make it look a certain way. And then I made the little booties, and one booty is bigger than the other because I didn't count my stitches and I didn't do the pattern, you know. And she's got little underwear on. You keep her decent, and I made the little dress real quick and attached eyes, and I made some lips, and she's even got a little buck tooth. And then for the hair, now we're going to attach the hair today. I've already took a piece of felt, which I have some of because I used to raise alpacas and make my own felt. I'll see if I can show you the felt I used. Okay, to start with, on this doll, I had a wig. In fact, I've got like 4 wigs. I used to do shows, so I had 2 mannequins and there's 2 wigs on them. I didn't use those wigs, but I bought 2 wigs when I was shopping with my mother. Wigs that I would never wear, honestly. But I bought 2 wigs and I'm not going to wear them, so I decided I'm going to use them for crafts. So I cut a strip out that I checked to go around her head what size I needed, and then I just kind of cut that out. I have felt. I used to raise alpacas, and you can buy felt like at your craft store, like a 12-inch piece, 12 by 12. But I used real felt. And my real felt looks like this. When I used to raise alpacas, I made felt. So this is real alpaca fiber from my animals that I had. So I put that also on her head and kind of sewed it, you know, with needle and thread. Then I glued this hair because on this wig there was some nylon that the hair is attached to. I did make a mess when I cut it off. There's hair falling everywhere, but apparently there's enough for her head. So after I got the felt glued on, then sewn on, then I glued this hair on. And today what I'm going to try to do, hopefully it works, is I'm going to try to use some of this thread, colored thread, and I'm going to sew around her hair to clean it up. And I'll trim her hair later, but doesn't that look nice? I mean, this is my first time of making a doll, and it's, like I said, I winged it. I just went with what stitches in there. To hold her head up, I actually have a pin in there. I mean a writing pin with its lid on. And so this wouldn't be something I'd get to a child, and if I was doing it to sell it, I would definitely make it a different way. But I was just seeing if I could do it. And a co-worker loves it, so I'm going to fix it up for her and give it to her, my very first doll. So you're going to see me do this, and in the future we're going to make a doll together. But let's put on the hair so you get an idea on that. See, it's glued on real good, and you can see right here, this is the net from the wig, and I'll probably have to sew that off, I don't know, because it's a little bit, I'll have to trim it back because it's a little bit longer on this side than it is on that side. So first let's do that. Let's make them even. winging it like I always do, people. I don't measure very well. That's why I can only show you how I do things. Okay, so that's even now on both sides enough where I can start sewing. So I've got that, and I've got some special needles. Now these were Singer needles. I don't know why they have this case that came with the needles. It's not a very good case. But apparently I used this needle before and it worked good for the thread, because I don't remember what I used it for, but I sewed something. So I'm going to use that. Or if I wanted to, I could use one of these round ones to go. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try a round one. How's that? If the hole's big enough for the thread, we can do it. Homemade doll. These are fun to make, just because I like them. So first I gotta take this off. We're gonna put this in through the needle. I wet it a little bit to flatten it. This barely goes in there, but it seems to do fine. Okay, hold on to this end, because you don't want, there's more than one thread here, and you don't want it uneven or bunching up. How much do I need? Probably a couple of feet. I always start with a couple of feet. Let's try that amount. Okay. And cut the edge. And then let's sew it. Let's tie the knot. Remember the knot where you just wrap it around your finger, and then you're going to lay this over and roll it. And then bring it down with your finger or fingernail, and you have, voila, you have a knot. So what I'm going to try to do now, when you're doing a knot like this, let's start down here. I'm going to put this through the wig weave. I'm going to push it back with my finger a little bit. Push it with through the wig weave. I'm going to curl this needle around and bring the thread through. To tie it, because it is got, your yarn has all those holes in it, what I'm going to do, hands cramping up, is I'm going to stick my needle through the two where the knot is, and this is going to make it stay in place like so. See how well this works. I'm just trying it for the first time, so if I mess it up, you can laugh at me, okay? Because I do this all the time. I just come up with an idea and I go. Okay, let's turn her head, and let's capture the weave, and then go through your yarn stitch. This is for like the cap area. I hope you can see this. You can see it came out here. I'm going, here's the weave. So I'm going in, and I might come out in that same area because that is same color, so it kind of makes it look like it's part of the hair, right? Trying to keep it close to the weave. Here's another one right here. And I'm going, yeah, this round hook works really good. You want to use the round hook for this. Good choice, Tina, good choice. We'll worry about that knot later. Okay. Go through the wig again. I'm going to just go through the same one. Later I can come back here and put a few strings to make it look like it's bangs or something. Okay, this time I'm going to go a little further in. I'm going to move the hair back a little. So I got the wig. I'm going to go a little further in. And I'm going to come out in the same area. I want to stay inside the wig mesh. And I'm going to put a slant on it to make it look like maybe it's hair coming down towards the face. So let's push any hair back. Put it where you can find it goes through. Come at an angle this way. So it looks like hair is going towards the face and not oddly straight across. Make sure your thread doesn't tangle on you. Keep an eye on it. This is a loose piece that I can cut off. I'm going to go back here, push the hair back. I'm going to go back here into the wig mesh that the hair is attached to. And I'm going to come at an angle. And, no, that's too far. Kind of bring it up real close to the face. So it's at an angle. You can see now, see how the top, you can see the felt on the top with this thread, it's bringing it close to the face and it's got that diagonal look, so it's kind of looking like it's on purpose that her hair is that way. So I think this is going to work out fine. Let's keep going. Definitely got to get yourself one of these half circle needles for this type of stuff. Maybe a different carrying case though. My carrying case is kind of weird. There. Always pay attention and grab onto this if there's a chance of it tangling. You want it to go straight. See, I'm right at the edge. You want to make sure you got the yarn underneath. Watch, go slow, don't go fast. See how it's looking? If you wanted to be creative, you could even add a different color. In fact, I can do that with her hair with this thread too. It bothers me. Hairs in her eyes. If you have long hair, you hate hair in your eyes. Sorry, little girl. I'm going straight up and down now, since I'm on the top of the head. And I'm grabbing yarn. I know where I want it to go. I want it to go right there. Of course, you can find your own way to do it. But this is something I'm just trying to see if it works. Because that's the type of person I am. Now, this isn't the prettiest doll or anything. Closest I ever made a doll was when I was felting several years ago, and I made a felt doll, but it was an alien. It had like the Star Trek suit on it, and maybe we'll try that in the future. I gotta look to make sure everything's even. Now I'm going to start going at the angle again, going this way when I'm going down, as if she has this fancy little haircut. I want to keep this side here about the same distance as that side, and this one's hanging over a little bit, so I'm just going to take the scissors and trim this part off. Seem to have pulled some hairs out too. Now, I don't know if this is something you want to give to a kid, because I don't know how well those hairs are stay in. It is glued, but I don't know if every inch of it got glued. See how it's turning out? Turning out pretty good, huh? For a first timer. Look at that now. I like it. I think I'm liking that very much. Now I'm going to go to the back. And I got to move some hair to see the back. There we go. We got the back side. And I got the hair up. Is going to be covered by the hair. So let's do this. Let's move some of this hair forward. Come to think of it, I only used Elmer's glue. Let's hope that works. I don't know how strong Elmer's glue is anymore. I'm trying to get under the wig mesh. I'm getting into the felt and under the yarn, and I'm going higher up, so hopefully the hair will cover it, but I do have to move this hair around. I don't have enough yarn. I'm thinking I'm going to have to tie this on pretty quick. Okay, so I'm going to move the hair over. Some of the hair got underneath the thread again. And here we are. Now, gotta find where I want to go. But anyway, I'm going to go through the felt. I'm going to trust the glue is on pretty good. Because, it would go soak in through the fibers and in between the mesh. As long as the Elmer's glue is a pretty good glue, it should be alright. Keep thinking I better stop, because I gotta tie a knot, you know. Okay, so I'm going down through that felt, and that's, I don't know, 3-4 layers I'm going through, and it's going through really easy. I'm pushing it through. There we go. And just adding a three-dimensional look to the back of her head. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Get the hair into your knots. we got a knot. Then I'm going to take my crochet needle, I'm going to hide those threads. I have polyfill in this doll too. I bought a bag of polyfill. So that is how she's staying puffy. And you can get that at your craft store. Okay, so far, this is what her hair is looking like. You can see the little glue on her head. I'll have to clean that off. That's what she's looking like so far. We'll cut her hair later. We'll trim her up later. Make her all beautiful. But I need more yarn right now. I might get fancy with her hair. I might put some colors in it. Videos that I'll probably be uploading will be things like this that are jobs that I've done I need to finish off to actually get them done, because sometimes I have a habit of putting things to the side and not finishing them. Like this painting to my left, that's one of them I really need to finish. On this, I'm going to go up underneath to hide the knot. I'm going up underneath the felt. Pushing all this hair up. I'm going up underneath the felt to hide my knot. I'm going to go the other way now. I'm going under the yarn first and then up through the felt. I don't want to go that far back. I don't want to go real far back. I want to stay kind of close to the entry point. This is so much better with a round, half round needle. Definitely gotta use that. Go through, and I'm going up through like 3 of them here because this is a folding point. And tighten it down. Now I'm getting to the wig, which concerns me because I don't have that on this side. So I think what I have to do is cut it. Okay, it looks like I have to cut it at a diagonal going this way. So all the long hair I definitely want pulled up. Anything that's longer I'm going to pull up. This was two-toned. As you can see, this is a little bit blonde hair that was in the brown hair. So this is actually going to be cut like from where I put my first knot at a diagonal up towards that felt where I'm sewing. As you can see when I'm lifting this, this is the mesh from the wig. So I'm cutting at an angle where the knot is up towards the felt, and I'm going to just cut that piece off. So it's all even. Took a little hair off, too. Her face getting a little distorted. Okay, now I can finish sewing. I'm going at a diagonal down towards the knot now. There's the knot. think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew it to make sure it stays. Okay, I got the knot inside this loop. Sometimes you have to just work with it until you get it the way you want it. I'm up through the I'm up through the scalp, and I'm going to grab this knot because I don't want it to swing to the front of the face. So I'm going to find its centerpiece, and I'm going to go through it. It requires me to lift it. Below the knot here is the 2 threads. That's tricky because I didn't want to go through any of the small threads. I just wanted to go through the 2 main threads. And now when I pull it, it brings the knot to the back of the hair. And it also finishes it off. So, we gotta knot it again, right? But this time, we gotta tie it off again. So we're gonna go towards the back of the neck. Put the needle through the yarn, put the needle through the mesh of the wig, pull it through, and then this is how we do the knot. I'm trying to get the hair out of the way. This is how we're going to tie the knot. We got this loop that we just started and we pulled this through. We're going to put the needle through the loop, and then the needle thread that you're holding on to, you're going to pull the bottom of it, and it brings down that loop, right? Then you're going to take the needle and put it through that loop again, and on the bottom you're going to pull through and it brings it down. This is how you're tying your knot. I do it about 3 times, and then the 4th time is the final. Take your fingernail, push it down, make sure it's down. And then, like I said, I don't like to trim really close to my knot. So I'm sticking the needle in, I'm going to bring it out farther back in the back of the neck. And then I'm going to trim my thread. Now we have this hair glued and sewed on to this head. Okay, so there we go. Now let's trim this hair. I have never been known to be a hairstylist. Ask my sons. I'm the one that does the bowl around the head and cut it. The hair, I'm going to just kind of measure. I'm going to pull it back, and you can see that it's uneven, so I'm just going to pull it straight back, and I'm going to cut it like that. So it's about the same size, right? Very good. Okay, now I'm going to just go like this. Might need to wash it. It's unruly. Trying to get it straight. kept going up on one side, kept going up on the other side. Pretty soon I had like 2 inches of hair around my head. Alright, we're going to call that good. And we're not going to worry about the front. We just wanted the hair to look kind of decent in the back, right? And if I wash it, I think this hair will lay down a little bit better. Let me clean up my mess. Okay, you can see how that belt gave her a little roundness to her head, just from being back there. Let's see what else we can do. So I got all these different colors. I got some pinks. Everybody's dyeing their hair these days, so maybe she dyes her hair too, right? I'm going to try adding some color to her hair. I took out my beads, some beads I have, some pink ones. I got different colored beads, and I took one and I put 3 strands, 1 pink and 2 brown. I got about this length because I measured it. I want it to be kind of like pigtails or something like that here, but I want it long enough to be at least around her shoulders. So now I'm going to tie this. And make a square knot. Now I've got like 6, right? So I'm going to trim this. I want to sew this on here just to give her some color. Maybe I'll even try something else. Let's take the needle. No, first let's sew it. I think for this I'm going to get that straight needle. No, I'm going to stay with this needle. Okay, for this part, tie a knot because that's where I got my brown thread from. Sometimes those knots aren't very strong, so you do have to be careful and check them to make sure they're strong enough that they don't fall out on you. Okay. So I want it about here. So under it, I'm going to scoop my needle through like this. Try not to go too far from where I entered. Okay, so I'm just going to take this to the side here, put my needle in underneath the webbing, pull it out to about where I want this bead to go, and pull it through. I want my knot to go underneath. Push it through, pull it, push. Where's my... really push it in there. Then I'm going to put it through here. And then I'm going to go around again where that knot is. Bring my needle up. Oops, it went right And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab, because I went through it, I got this around the bead. I'm gonna put my hook through those threads. I'm going to tie a quick, easy knot. Just I'm gonna go through the loop once. Now let's go through it twice. So I'm going to pull, this is the thread part, this is the bottom, pull it down, then I'm going to pull it down again, put the needle through and pull it down again, and then I have a knot. And then I'm just going to cut this part, so it'll be part of the hair. Okay. Just a cute little decoration on her head. Alright. Now what I can do, if I want to, take my needle and just separate the thread all the way down. Make sure you get the right place though. Okay, so I'm going to separate the threads to make it look more like hair. Eventually it will probably gain memory and stay separated. But you untwist it by wetting your fingers and going left. And when you do this, you can see some loose holes. You can put your needle through that, bring it up, and there you go. You're loosening, you're separating the thread, right? And of course it's going to stop at the knot. There we go. It gives you a few more strands of hair. And twist in the opposite of the twist, and I'm putting my needle through, and then I'm pulling on it to separate the strands. I don't know if anybody else has done this, honestly. I haven't looked. It's just that I had the materials on hand, and I encourage you, if you're like me and you collect a lot of craft supplies, you got to find ways to use them up. Or you have a lot of stuff that you don't need, turn it into something else. You've been holding on to it for years and haven't done anything with it. Like me, you become a hoarder. So you got to do something. You got to stop at some point and do something with it, or sell it and get rid of it. Can't take it with you. That's what I realized after this year turning 61, is I got a lot of craft stuff that hasn't done anything for years. And I've been holding on to it. So I decided I was going to do this channel, and I was going to make things and share it with you, just to use up my craft stuff. It's kind of a selfish motive. Okay, that's it. She got a fancy little hairdo. You can even make her hair all out of that. You don't need a wig. You can make something else. But that's what she's going to look like. Am I pretty? You're pretty. I feel so pretty. Okay, let's do the other side. First I had my thread through my needle. It helps to wet your fingers, twist it in the shape that it's twisted. Sometimes you have to curl the end if your scissors are dull like mine. And push it through. Helps to have good eyesight too. You want to get both of those threads. Okay. For now, we do. Now let's get another pink bead. We're going to tie the knot at the end. And then I want to go in the same area, so that's going to be about right here. So I'm going to go under the wig, not through the yarn, just under the wig. Pull it through, hide your little knot in there. I pull on that, and that's pretty sturdy. Okay, now I'm going to get a pink piece. I'm going to put this through. And that's about it. Now we want the pink, just enough to tie around, so go a little bit beyond. Cut it in half. Get a couple of brown pieces the same length. And then we're going to push all these through. I'll wet it, twist it, and push it through here. On the other side I did this first, and then I did the sewing. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie a knot around the bead. If you know what a square knot is, do a square knot. Okay. Then I'm going to push this up against her head. And I'm going to go through the same spot that I went through before. And come up through the bead. Okay, I kind of want this on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I want this thread here on the back. So I'm going to go through here, the two threads that sewed the bead, and then I'm going to go under the bead and go through the two threads that sewed the bead on in the back. And then I'm going to tie it. Now I've got this is the loop I just made. This is the needle. It's going to go in the loop, and I'm going to pull on the needle side, and I'm pulling it, and I'm pushing this down because I want it kind of go under, and then I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to pull the needle, and then I'll do it one more time. And I'm going to pull the needle side, and then I'm going to tighten it, and it goes down. Now we have my cut let's cut it to trim it the right size. And then let's thread it. Oh, I took the needle off. Oh, there it is. Let's take the thread apart. I'm twisting the opposite way, and doesn't matter what end you use. It's better to probably use the dull end to separate the threads. There she is. Isn't she beautiful? Okay, I think my co-worker will really like this, especially the hairdo. I've got some repairing to do on this little doll. I gotta repair the neck here. It looks like I want to bring it to her tomorrow, so I gotta repair some stuff here for the doll. I hope you enjoyed watching how I made hair for this doll, crochet doll. In the future, I will be making the doll, and this time I will pay attention to my stitches so I can share it properly. But I think that's pretty good for a first-time doll, huh? Thank you for watching. Come back again and see other arts and crafts that I do. Bye-bye.